Hello, everyone. Welcome to another informative episode of the Ghana One Conversations. And today we'll be debunking some untruths about the NDC. I mean, we've had different narratives about things that have happened over the time in our political sphere. So, for example, we had a confirmed flying from Ghana to Burkina Faso. How true is it and all that? And today we have two handsome gentlemen here. Oh yeah, you are. To discuss that with us. So we have Caleb on my immediate left. Caleb, how's it been?
That's your right. Is it the government that is making you confused? Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay,
Sorry. Okay. And Boniface.
Yeah, leave me alone.
I know, right? You're welcome.
Thank you.
So I mean, what's some of the misconceptions about the NDC?
Misconceptions.
Yes, untruths about the NDC and all that. I hope you've heard some of them.
Oh yeah, the plethora of them.
There are numerous of them.
Yeah.
So can we try and, go into them and see how we can, set the record straight about some of them?
That would, if we start now, we should end December 6th.
Because there are a lot, right?
There are lots.
So, I think, in our body politics, propaganda is allowed, right? And for a party like the NPP, they had a former chairman, right? Jacob Lamte.
Okay.
And he was an advertising guru. Very big man. He understood the political space when it comes to political advertisement and political communication. He was the one who actually declared the NPP as winners at Osu Castle in 2005. I don't know how old you were by
Okay. Really?
But yeah, he believed in the mantra that if you say the lie continuously, people believe it as
It will
true.
stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the NPP held on to that and have been doing that till date. They continue to.
And do you think it's working?
Of course, they know.
Okay.
See, this advantage. They took advantage of the system that Ghana's democracy was growing, Fourth Republic growing. The people are not so much educated, so say it continuously. Even Nkrumah suffered the same thing.
Yeah.
Nkrumah suffered the situation whereby people even said Nkrumah, Jubilee House, current Jubilee House. That was where Nkrumah's place was. That was Flagstaff House, and the zoo was there. They said Nkrumah could go to the zoo, talk to the lions. When you wrong him, he gives you to the lions, and they actually.
I've not heard of that.
Yeah, I understand. Per your age, I understand. And they had cartoons in newspapers.
Yes.
Those times they had
Depicting.
newspapers. Depicting that.
Yes.
I actually believed it. Even my mom said she believed it until she went to St. Mary's and she read that.
Okay, everything was.
Nkrumah could go to the sea, the beach.
Exactly.
Yes.
You get it. Even there were lies that Rawlings.
Yes.
There were lies. There were lies that Rawlings could kill people and drink their blood and all that.
Wow.
And Kweku Baako, who is
Okay.
currently very quiet. is
Yeah,
someone
very,
who
very
say that-
quiet.
Say that very often. You get it. And I think in the lead up to the 2000 elections, one of the untruths was that we had a lot of dead bodies on our beaches. You wake up in the mornings and and they said it was Rawlings killing people, because he had a military background. So they wanted to paint him as so black. And funny enough, one of the things that a lot of people have not asked themselves to today is that all those people all the corpses they found on the beaches, no one comes to say, well, this is my
body.
this is my
My family. Okay.
or this is my family member and all that. It was until we heard that they used to. It was Raymond Archer when 2008 election forensic.
Okay.
That's when we got to know that they used to bring the dead bodies, the corpses from Togo, with the help of the other man. And let me tell you, we don't
From Togo?
Yeah, they used to bring the corpses from Togo. So when bodies lie in the mortuary for a very long time, it gets the time they have to take them out. They don't get the people. So that was a link.
So not bodies like maybe accident victims.
Exactly. Yeah, mad people.
So did they use the borders or by flight?
Oh, they found a way to bring them in. You get it. Yadema, the Ghana Togo border, and Yadema was the one who was for the fact that he wanted Kufuor to win and all that. And well, there's a propaganda also that the reason why the May 9 disaster actually happened was to pacify some things in Togo because he needed blood to pacify the thing.
Wow.
He wanted the untruths. So now let's go. One of the biggest untruths that has actually been in our body politics currently has been the confirmed siblings.
Oh, great.
You get it. They mentioned that they went to a place, they couldn't find our confirm and all that. And the truth about the matter is that John Mahama wanted the North to really develop.
Yeah.
So that rural urbanization was getting very serious, and he realized, okay, no. You up there, the businessmen in the northern region, that can make things really work for themselves, right? How can we support our people? And then you had Azong Taba come in to say, okay, we could help with guinea fowl rearing. And guinea fowl is a serious
Yeah,
industry
it
now.
is.
So
It is.
there's nothing wrong. You need support. Okay, come for this money and then do guinea fowl rearing and all that. They went there, and Azong Taba, up to now, people don't know that it's actually a private company.
Yes.
They always think,
So, Caleb, but just so we don't drag the whole story. I think it was Manasseh Azura when he did the whole story.
The story.
yeah, Azure.
And he has come out publicly to say that he just wrote it as a literal device.
Exactly.
To explain.
And
Yes.
he put it in
Inverted
inverted commas.
But we didn't get it that.
That was
What
just-
we
it is
understood.
Because
When
Peace
they
FM and Adom FM,
started
you know
playing
how
it
they
as
exaggerate their
yes,
news.
exactly.
You know how Peace FM, they exaggerate their news. They can exaggerate the news. They can say, hey, Nippon so slow,
like Caleb, just I think about just this week, the ambulance issue.
Okay.
I was in a trustee going home. Then the news, the Peace
Why don't you
FM
see a Range Rover? I don't
I know we are in
know.
opposition.
You're in opposition. He wants to ask where
So the newscaster was like, so in Chi, ato force na ko to konkon bi aba konkon no grant me nya trotro.
Because they held a press conference.
So
Oh,
the news
Konko.
has gone.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows Ato Force has bought konkon as cars.
Ew. Empty.
So
Oh, no.
that was what Manasseh Azura has come out to say, that it was just a literal device he was using.
But
Saying that-
you know, as I said earlier on, the
Yes.
preamble I gave you,
Yeah.
the NPP have held on to this mantra, which was given to them
Yes.
by Jacob Chibilanti.
Yes, that
You
we
get
should
it?
continuously
Saying
say it
the
and it
line
will stick.
and it will stick.
Yes.
So that confirm we're going to know that it's not true.
It's
Nothing
not
like that
true.
actually
Yes.
happened. There's no way guinea fowls can even fly over a fence
yes.
all the way to Burkina Faso.
So what I want to know, when Manasseh Azuri went to the office, who did he meet there? Who told him?
He met
That-
He met the security guy, I should believe.
No, he didn't meet the security. He spoke to the CEO, the executive
Yes.
director of
Azong Taba.
Azong Taba.
Yes.
And he says, oh, the guinea fowls have seasons and
Yes.
all that you come to meet them. Sometimes they go and when that's how come they don't. So when he was reporting that, said, oh, they flew to Burkina Faso in brackets. And that's what has stuck.
It's very funny.
So yeah, then we have another one that on that note, we have another one that comes like the NDC doesn't have any social
Interventions. I mean,
And
we
it
hear
is
that all the
because-
time.
It is because the NPP has put into people's minds that social intervention programs are things that have acronyms.
Yeah.
Free
or
things.
catchphrases.
Yeah.
You get it, or nicknames.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have a nickname,
Then it's not.
See, the truth of the matter is this. They know that.
They're mad. That's what you want to
Yes,
say.
of course. Of course. The NPP, they are not correct. They know that if you say things this way, right? The NPP they portray themselves like with the clouds that they are intellectuals.
Yeah,
So
very
when
wisdom.
some people say,
Wisdom.
oh,
Full of wisdom,
Exactly.
they don't err.
that's right. Yes, sir.
So
And it's come out that okay, so as long as the social intervention program, so 1D, 1 that, NHIS, and they think that as long as you have names attached, but the NDC has actually brought up some brilliant social intervention.
Yes.
First of all, what's a social intervention program? Anything that seeks to help the society in any way or to change the narrative in the society in a positive way. That's a social intervention program. So you're intervening in society's perspective or in the society's way of life to make sure things are very good for the society. That's a social intervention program. Now, the biggest, I'm saying it, the only political party that actually took a social intervention up north, that had people, there was a holiday because of that social intervention program, is the NDC.
Which one?
I'm coming, just relax.
I'm relaxed.
in the 90s, right? I don't remember the exact name. In the 90s, until NDC, Rawlings came into power, there was no electricity
yeah.
Okay.
up north.
Okay.
Even if you read,
So rural
if you read-
electrification.
If you read JM's book, My First Coup d'etat, you realize that he even said when it was cooling in Tamale, they used generators.
Yes.
Generator.
There was no electricity.
That's
And Rawlings took electricity up north.
north.
If not for the NDC, would there have been electricity up north? No. electricity occurred. He took electricity there. That's the first place that there was in the chief's palace, and the chief wept. They couldn't believe it that there was light.
There was light.
They couldn't believe that there was light in the north. The next day there was a holiday.
Wow.
Yes, because it was
declared by
yes.
them.
Yes,
by
they
people.
declared. Yes, they declared a holiday for themselves. They were so excited for the first time seeing electricity over there. And then Baumia's father, if he was alive, would tell him that if not for NDC, wouldn't be having lights. And then he goes there is no social intervention. He's crazy.
Sure.
But you see, as I told you, they always say one thing. Okay, this is what we are saying.
Everybody,
will
will
that is what, and it's a problem.
So
and
because at that time Rawlings didn't say one rural area, one electricity. So they think, there's no whatever.
I think maybe the slogans is all what we are not putting out too well.
But sloganeering is not social intervention.
But at the same time,
they said one district, one factory. You go to almost all the districts, there's no factory that is existing.
Of course.
Yes. But
If
now
there was one
slogan,
even
one district,
even
one
the
factory.
the dams
One
and all
dam,
that.
but there's no
That's
dam.
the same
But
way
people
they did-
believe that
yes.
these dams truly exist.
And they went, if
Yes.
not for the fact that Joy News did thirsty dams,
Yes.
wouldn't have
Wouldn't
known
have
about
known. Yeah.
But the
This is the
slogan
same thing.
goes,
This is the same thing they did for the cancellation of the.
Nursing.
See, let's be very, very honest. The party that brought trainee allowances
Yes.
is the NDC.
Yes, that's very true.
Is that not the social
And Caleb,
intervention
Caleb,
program?
I
And-
happen to be in that food.
Okay.
I appreciate that food very much. And
Good.
the allowance has even lost its significance. In
The
first
reason,
place.
yes.
Boniface INS, right?
Yes, because
Okay.
in the first
Or what
place,
money?
in the
It's almost-
in the first place, now we have trainees who pay huge amount of money to get
Admissions, yeah.
People
After,
pay as
yeah.
much as 8,000, 10,000.
Yes.
And you are coming to give this student 450 cedis, even until a student next cries to the vice president that I've gone training for 3 years and I've
And I've not
a
received
penny.
it. Yeah.
Now you are now paying, and even selected few that are being paid. And they'll just screenshot some few people and put it on social media. We are receiving money. Good. So the NDC looked at it. It has been a document that had been in the Flagstaff House or Jubilee House to date by the then Kufuor's government.
I heard,
to
yeah,
cancel it.
Kufuor's, yeah.
So it's not something new that the NDC has brought it, that we are just coming to
I
cancel
think
it. And
we have
even
to-
Caleb-
But
We have
did
to-
NDC cancel it entirely,
I
or
don't know.
I think
They-
we have to even dispute the fact that it was not cancelled.
it
It's not
was
cancelled.
replaced with
Yes,
something?
it was reviewed in a way that now we'll put the next
Well, for the
training-
NPP, I told you that.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think
review means cancel.
Yeah, MDC
so
review
we'll
means
use it.
cancel.
So let's say
And then-
that we're changing it from a student allowance, then we'll put the student into the loan, the student
The
loan.
student
Because
loan.
now the nursing training colleges are now being promoted into a tertiary status.
Yeah,
So you have
to
to
level of
be,
colleges.
Yes. And what the then President Mahama wanted to do was that then we'll channel all these resources and build infrastructure.
Yes,
And
expand the health
is
infrastructure.
evident for you and I to see.
Oh yeah.
These facilities are all over.
And
Hospitals are there for
chips
you to see. Yes,
compounds.
and
Then
for
he
now-
built 4,000 chips compounds from
Imagine.
Nelson's time all the way to 2016.
And now, my colleagues who are my junior colleagues who are home and now, they are home because there are no more facilities to absorb you. From 2020 to date, nurses have not been boosted. Because through Opostiwa, however, by demonstration said, then stay home.
So would you rather take the peanuts now?
Exactly.
Or
Which
hold
they are not
on.
paying. My niece
Hold
completed
on
nursing
to get,
in
yeah.
2022. She was paid just 6 months. You understand? She wasn't paid at
And
all.
you know why? So the NDC, as you mentioned, realized that Rawlings one day sat down and realized that no, we are having less nurses and teachers going to training
Yes.
colleges. How do we incentivize them?
Yes. For people to-
And the current chief, AJ's father, who
Yes.
was health minister, Akua Akosakwa,
Akosakwa.
yes, mentioned that.
really?
Yeah, he
Oh,
mentioned
okay.
that you are supposed to incentivize them. He was health minister then.
Yes.
And then they brought in the allowances. And
Just
it's
to-
actually, yes, just to
Shape
make
interest
exactly.
for people.
So people were going in there and they realized that you have to. And when they realized it became a very big thing, people were
Yes.
going and it was yielding results.
Yeah.
So then he brought in there.
Yes.
And we realized that no, the reason we've brought it, we've achieved our purpose.
Exactly.
Don't
So,
you just stop
yes,
it.
we stop it.
But because
That's
of propaganda.
Exactly.
So they are saying, okay, we are giving to you as a loan. You pay us back.
Yes.
Because currently there's nowhere money is that you're going to pay and so with this we are dashing it to you. How do you get that money back?
Yeah, that
You
money
know,
back.
it doesn't make sense.
Let's talk of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
they tag us as very corrupt.
Yeah, you
blah,
know.
Blah, 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 blah. But
A party that persecutes its own.
its own, I'm coming. Let me read something from Modern Ghana. He said that to demonstrate his seriousness as President Mahama in fighting corruption, he developed a National Anti-Corruption Action Plan, the NACA, for short. And you know what he did?
Tell me.
He appointed a high-level implementation committee, and the committee was chaired by the Chief of Staff. And he creamed the committee members with CSOs, institutions and agencies.
The CSOs we have now.
So it wasn't something like it's only in these people. He brought these CSOs on board to fight the corruption.
Okay.
Those who told us that they are coming to implement the ANAS principle, ANAS is in court battling for its own life.
They are fighting the one fighting corruption.
Went to South Africa to win.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a president who, when Manasseh Azura brought a documentary out about the fourth gift or whatever, we thought it was corruption, whatever. Meanwhile, he was proven by Shrike that it was not true. On the eve of him launching his book, invited President Mahama. President Mahama paid the highest bid for his book.
Yeah.
Yes, he paid the highest bid for his book. Called him and told him, I can't attend, but I'm buying the first book.
Sure, look.
Manasseh Azura did a documentary on the MPP. He had to run to
he said it himself.
Yes, he was even seeking asylum in the US.
Yeah, he said it himself.
That's how wicked.
Now nobody can talk of corruption.
Yeah, you can't.
So when we talk about corruption, the MPP, I don't think
the willingness to fight it isn't there on their part.
Our own Abu Ghapeli.
Of course.
Yes, you know.
Even our own
Victoria Hammer.
Just the
She
talk of it.
didn't do it though. Victoria Hammer didn't do the evil.
He just.
It's like, oh,
yes. Like Kelly has been saying that when we come to buy TV.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For the fact that
said we have that idea.
Under Rawlings' era, right?
Yes.
There was a deputy regional minister who bought a gold chain for his wife.
Yes.
Rawlings sacked him.
Yes.
Why did he sack him? Because he said the amount of the gold chain is more than his salary.
Okay. So where did you get the money from?
Where did you get the money from? But you have Sisi Adapa hiding money under her bed.
Look at
and the girlfriend and the
over $1 million.
My dear.
Yes.
My dear. So for you to be a dear to the president means you have to be a thief.
No, Mubarak. Just
yes. Kebab. Muntaka. He just spent. He had a budget where it's not that he spent. He had a budget which involved buying kebabs.
Yes.
For a program.
But even somebody told me that he was even just misled by the ministry.
Yes.
The directors they
said, we have to do it. If Ken, the one who is now international finance minister.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If Ken was under, yes, that man. If Ken was
an NDC, he would have been fired.
Long time ago to do party for Kinke and
Wache party
coming out of fire.
So now who is more corrupt? Think. You now think.
I think the willingness, yes.
The willingness is not there.
It's not there. I mean, NDC has demonstrated over the time that yes. And there was one that I think about the chalk issue, which had to do with our current vice presidential candidate about running mate.
No. It was Anisate's wife.
Anisate's wife.
She went to a speech and prize giving.
And speech and prize giving.
And the headmaster.
The headmistress was saying, "Oh, please, all the things we need are chalks." And she was like, "Why do you come and ask me for
chalks?"
Central government doesn't ask the NPP that since they came into power, have they moved chalk from here to that year? So
no.
Yes. It's not done.
And they just attributed it to
because they've got the media supports them. They know this. They know this.
Okay.
So that's how I think we have to just. It's good we're having this platform. To and they go out saying that the NDC doesn't have a place for the youth. Now you and I have been given the opportunity to speak for the party.
Yeah, we are here because so
don't even have a place for
John Dramani Mahama has said that he's going to set a record when he becomes president.
Yes.
We'll have the youngest cabinet ever in the Republic.
Yes. Look at when Prof Mo's came. Look at the guys he brought on board. It tells you that
someone like
Felix.
Done very well.
I mean, all of them, they are doing so well.
Very good use of the opportunity.
He had it in his early.
At a point, I've been asking, is he really the special prosecutor? Because he's really doing a lot.
So you see, the special prosecutor is even running away for his whole life.
Singing, Anquado.
Yes.
Okay.
It's because the NPP is very corrupt. They hate light.
Yes.
So wherever there's light,
they like that.
Then they are angry, but they like darkness. You get it. So I just think
Calypso Doomso.
Doomso.
The Almighty
The
One.
Almighty
Yes,
One.
they say
The
President
one that
Doomso.
determines
Yes.
people's regime.
Yes.
Doomso, as the president, the current president has defined. So there's this
Doomso,
definition.
yeah.
When the lights go on and off, is Doomso.
Yeah.
Osler recently accepted the fact that lights have been going on and off since. Right? So it means we've been having Doomso since. Is it NDC that brought Doomso? Looking at the two definitions.
No.
We had Doomso and Rawlings.
Yes, and Rawlings and Akufo.
Yes.
Even
Rawlings-
Kufuor, I heard
When Kufuor pastors.
Pastor go and
Of course,
pray.
when Kufuor brought a bus, the Kufuor bus.
Okay.
He took it to Action Chapel as Pentex, and pastors joined and they bashed all of them to Akuzo. When they came back, they paid them lunch money.
It was in front of Graphic.
You get it? They paid them, they go and pray.
Yeah, but we're talking about a president that saw it
Actually,
as a
yeah,
problem.
you know.
And he took blame
for it.
He's
It was-
he's not the one.
He's not the one
It was-
who
It's
caused
a
it was
generational
bold.
problem.
Those who
Because
say
nobody
that-
has added any power apart from what Nkrumah did for us. in our
Rawlings also added some power. That is why
Yes.
we have the North having
Rural
Exactly.
electrification.
But
Yeah.
So-
how do you call it? Kufuor didn't add anything. It's just that he was dependent on nature.
Yes.
So that
That's a weed. That's a weed.
Not even the weed. The
Akosomo Dam.
So that the water gets a certain
Yes.
level. That's why they went praying that
Yes.
let water come. Do you get it?
Yes.
And then he had some water and then things became a bit
Caleb,
better.
so I think Kufuor was still thinking about the hydro power generation.
Exactly.
But President Mahama being very visionary, saw that water can fail us. We can have drought. Decided then we move into thermal. Right? So now
that is where he brought in the car power. Yeah,
for the
okay.
interim, because energy sector problem solving is not a short term, it's not a 2 days, it's not a malaria
Yeah.
treatment.
Yeah.
That is 3 days and you are gone. It takes a long time for you to overcome it. So he brought a car power ship for the interim. Then decided to bring in more gas, did a Twabo gas plant, which is now giving us gas and producing much megawatts for us. Then brought in a Mary. To the point that we even had excess power. The MPP said that we have excess power, we don't need again.
Wait, the Ameri they recently took to
They took
Kumasi.
to Kumasi to relaunch
Rename it.
They are giving
Okay.
birth and with a woman and divorce and do a new out during that. Now I've divorced my wife, I'll have a new wife, so we are renaming our son.
I think Akufo-Addo sometimes misses the fact that he's when he was in his youthful age,
Yes,
he used to
his
have-
prime.
Yeah, his prime. Offspring doing naming ceremony and so now when he messes that, then let me just
Let me just
relive
rename.
those days and then he renames certain
Exactly.
projects. And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so
Just
as
like
for Doomsday there, they can't pinpoint to you then amount
if
of
they say
megawatts
if they say the
added to
NDC
to
brought
national
Doomsday,
grid.
the question is how did the NDC
How
Yes,
did they-
is
if
it
they ask them, if
is
they
it
say we
HIV?
solved Doomsday, ask them
How did they solve
These are the two questions they can never
Yeah,
answer.
they can never answer.
But me had agreed and had said on live radio
Oh, yeah.
That we-
the NDC solved that.
Yeah, give
That
credit
has
to
been
John
received
Mahama.
credit for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he has admitted it. He has admitted it. And I think they themselves they can't withstand us when it comes to energy sector. What we've done
Yeah.
is obvious for everybody.
Not just the energy sector, but then
yes.
health,
Across
education,
everything. Health, the infrastructure, huge investment into the health
huge
sector.
investment.
And it's obvious.
So I think if we want to go into the misconceptions, there are a lot,
December 6th.
a lot. So on another episode, we'll try and get one or two. Thanks so much for coming. We are going to take that.
Please, I'm in opposition. What is worry about with the no, what do you say you're in opposition?
Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like. Thanks so much for coming. So I hope we've been able to debunk some of the untruths about the NDC. I mean, there are lots, and today's episode wouldn't allow us to cover all. So in our subsequent episodes, we'll be able to cover most of the untruths about the NDC. Thanks so much for watching. And please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share the link. Thank you very much.